Okay, let's talk about this. Because I think I know where you're getting this from, and it's misleading. So I think you're coming from a good place. I'm not upset in any way. But there is no research showing that being admitted to a psych ward causes more suicidal ideation. However, there is a lot of research out there that one attempt is highly linked to multiple attempts. And let me show you. So this is an article I pulled from PsychMed. When looking at individual cases of suicide and the data from population-based studies, there is evidence that compulsory admission to hospitals saves lives. Also, I did this backwards, but this is the article that I pulled it from. And for added benefit, these two studies were the ones that were cited, 15 and 16. Now let's look at this one, suicide rates after discharge from psychiatric facilities. Now, to your point, this one, the post-discharge suicide rate was approximately 100 times the global suicide rate during the first 3 months after discharge, and remained at rates nearly 200 the global rate, okay? Here's the most startling thing to me on this one. Our figures suggest that 0.28% of all discharged patients can be expected to die by suicide during the first 3 months after discharge. But let's go on to this one. Suicide attempt as a risk factor for completed suicide, even more lethal than we knew. So this study essentially is saying that a suicide attempt is even more lethal risk factor for completing suicide than previously thought. So previous people who had attempted suicide were almost 59% higher, more likely to do it again. Now, what does all of this mean? What it means is there's no way to say that psychiatric hospital administration is what is bringing that up, because that specific study was less than 1% found that they would die in the next 3 months by suicide. So to say that there's statistics saying that it actually increases it, that's absolutely not true. What is true is that people who tend to attempt once, there's a much higher risk that they're going to attempt again, regardless of what treatment happened. And we can't negate the fact that these admissions absolutely do save lives. Can they be traumatizing? Absolutely. Are they for everyone? Absolutely not. Is it an absolute last resort for me? 100%. But they're there to save people and to save lives. And while we don't have a perfect system, this is the best we have in some of those really emergent cases.